What's up, guys? It's Kevin with Wondering Electrician.
What's
up, guys? It's Kevin with Wondering Electrician.
This Shane with monkeying around.
Alright, this is stupid. Let's do it again. What's up, guys? It's Kevin with Wondering Electrician. Can't even say it myself.
Okay, he's Kevin, the Wondering Electrician.
What are we doing again?
This is Shane with what?
It's Kevin, the Wondering Electrician. See, now you got me saying it every time. What's up, guys? It's Kevin, the Wondering Electrician.
This is Shane with monkeying around.
It's Wondering Monkey Productions.
And we're back. Video number 4 in the series. We're talking about how to put together a trip, how to plan it, how to make it happen, and how to take an idea of going down the river and actually go down the river. The first time we talked about getting river information, and then video number 2 we were talking about what kind of boat you're going to take, and then our last video we just did was Kevin was talking about mapping. So this time we're actually going to kind of talk about, alright, we figured out the river, we figured out what we're doing, where we're going, how we're going to do it. Actually, our last couple of days before we go, prepping us and our stuff to go. And one of those aspects is, we're going to talk about what this time?
We're going to talk about some food planning, which is Shane's favorite subject.
I love food.
Yeah.
I just do. But, and everybody's got kind of a different, I guess, a different take on food.
There's some people that want to go to the river and they want to have a 4-course banquet when they eat. And that's fine. If that's the kind of trip you want to have,
rock
all
on.
means have it.
On our Get Your Paddles Wet trip, we did that.
We did one day.
We did one day.
Yeah, but that was a special circumstance.
We slept with our cars, so we had steak and potatoes and green beans and mac and cheese. We had a good meal that night. Some fresh fish. And that's not typical.
As for being able to have a meal like that and stuff like that, I'm probably not the best one to tell you how to do that because I don't pack that kind of meal. I'm a minimalist as far as that goes. I'm going to pack what's easy, what's fast, and what doesn't take up a lot of room. I don't carry a cooler.
We don't. Neither one of us carry a cooler on our trips. So we don't have a way to keep anything fresh.
You can let it drag in the river if you want to.
Well, I've thought about picking up a little bitty small cooler and freezing something, and that might be something I do down the road. But as of right now, none of our stuff is fresh. It's all kind of packaged food, and typically what I'll do,
Unless it's fish.
Yeah, if we catch some fish or something.
He'd never caught one. Poor guy.
Typically what I'll do is I'll go to the store and figure out what I want. And typically my camping meals are kind of always about the same. You know, there's things that I like that I typically take. Kevin's a Spam guy. He takes Spam and he eats a bunch of Spam.
Only at lunch. Spam's quick.
But you've got several different options. All right, you can take a like a freeze-dried a meal, like Mountain House, Backpacker Country. All of those are single-serve, compact, small meals, and all you have to do is heat up some water. You got to boil some water, and you dump the water in the bag, and boom, you're good to go. 5 or 6 minutes, you've got your meal rehydrated, you're ready to eat.
And there's several selections for that, so you can, if you're taking a 4 or 5 day trip, you can usually find a handful of different things that you'll want to eat, and you can have a little bit of variety. I'm going to recommend that before you take a dehydrated meal if you've never had one to go and try one before you actually go, because for me, they're okay. I mean, if you expect them to taste amazing, then you're going to set yourself up to fail. But if you expect them to just be, you know, a little more than edible, then you're going to be okay. Some of them are actually pretty good, depending on which ones you get. Me, I like the biscuits and gravy for breakfast.
The eggs and bacon isn't bad.
I'm not big on dehydrated or rehydrated eggs, but
On the Mountain House side.
yeah, on the Mountain House.
Mountain House side.
I did have one. Backpackers Country has some good ones. They put a lot of spices in theirs, like the Thai rice and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. But if you haven't tried one, try one before you go, because it's going to really be hard on you if that's all you brought and you get out there and you can't stomach to eat it. So that's going to make a miserable time for you.
Now, for breakfast, I typically take a couple of packets of instant oatmeal. And what I'll do, let me say this too, because what I do is, before I go and buy my food, figure out what I want. And then I go and I separate it up. Like I'll get a box of oatmeal and a box of Slim Jims and some granola and, you know, different things. And then I separate it up. Go ahead and say your joke.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna resist.
Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll put it together for each day and each meal. So I'll get organized and then I turn around and vacuum seal it. So if I've got like maybe like a Nutri-Grain bar and a couple packets of oatmeal or something for breakfast, I'll put all that in one bag and vacuum seal it up together, and then I throw that in my dry bag. And same thing for my lunch. Whatever I'm going to eat, snacking on, going down the river for lunch, I'll put that together. So that way when I get up in the morning at camp and I'm packing everything up, I know that right here's my this morning breakfast. Grab it out. Everything I need is right there, vacuum sealed in a bag. And the same thing for my lunch. I know I need to grab that out. This one right here is my lunch, vacuum sealed up all together. And I throw it in the kayak for going down the river. And typically I'll do that. And one thing I do before I vacuum seal everything together is throw away excess package. You know, I'll buy a box of granola bars and I'll put 2 or 3 in for each day, whatever, and I'll throw the package away. And I don't keep all that extra packing to carry down the river.
Alright, so one thing that he does different than me as far as his some of his meals and things like that is he'll use the instant stuff, but he'll usually have to use a bowl because he's using like the little packs of instant oatmeal or something like that, which I've seen backfire once or twice when you overcook the oatmeal at the bottom of the cup.
Yeah, if you burn your oatmeal in the bottom of the cup, it is a pain in the butt.
But so what I do is which I use these too, but like they have the same thing, the same kind of cups. They have oatmeal like this. They have grits like this, things like that. And pretty much go to the grocery store and look on, you know, whatever aisle it is. There's they've got anything that's microwavable pretty much that you add water to in the microwave. The jet bowl or whatever, boiling water will cook just fine. That's you know, cup of noodles, whatever. And with these are little, like a cup of noodles. They're styrofoam plastic or styrofoam cups, so you have to worry about putting a hole in that. But this is like a plastic cup, and
That's cardboard.
Huh?
Cardboard.
This is plastic.
I think it's cardboard.
Do you want to lick it and find out?
Oh no, it is plastic.
It's
Sorry.
plastic.
Okay, my bad.
So
you got to be some mean. Daggone.
So something like this, you know, it's its own bowl. When you're done.
Train of thought? Oh, sorry.
When you're done with this, you know, it's just an empty bowl, and you can use it again if you want to. You know, a lot of times I'll use it for one thing and then put something else in it later at the same meal, and then that's all you got to worry about is an empty bowl. So I don't have to worry about cleaning bowls and stuff like that, because I ain't doing dishes on the river. No.
I'll wash dishes on the river. Don't matter. One other option is MREs.
I believe that's a slightly more expensive option.
These, on average, one bag like this is going to run you, if you go to like a surplus store, you buy them online or something like that, you're looking at, you know, $7 or $8 per bag.
Which isn't bad compared to, you know,
That's $5.
This is $5 from the Mountain House. That's one meal. In fact, that's only one serving.
and this is a whole bunch of food. But again, it's not very tasty thing. Now your MREs does the one good thing about for kayak camping, your MRE comes with a heater, so you can actually heat your meal up. It's got a little heating packet inside, and you can actually heat your meal up, so you can have a hot meal, going down the river. So that's MREs is another option of whatever a way to eat. Now there's lots of options out there. Not everybody's going to like the same thing, but go to your local grocery store, your local, whatever, wherever you get your groceries, and just look. A lot of stuff now comes in single servings.
Yeah.
Comes in microwavable stuff.
And like I said, if it's microwavable and says add water to it,
bam.
It'll do the same thing with boiled water. Let it sit for a little while, because all it's doing is rehydrating. I mean, that's all it's doing. It's not actually cooking anything.
No, it's already cooked. It's just rehydrating it.
You don't have to put it in the microwave to make it work. So anything you add hot water to is going to work the same way.
And it'll work with and check out our other video where we kind of compared the JetBoil stove to a knockoff MSR, kind of a pocket rocket stove. Both of them, same concept. Boils water, and then you just put your water in, let it set for a few minutes, kind of rehydrate it, and then you've got a hot meal. So one thing I like to do, I'm a coffee drinker. I drink coffee all the time, and I picked up. It's not a problem for me. Yeah, you don't drink coffee. All you drink's Monster drinks. But used to, I had a percolator that I would carry, and I would get those little filter packs. And that's no longer a case, and I didn't go buy another percolator. But I did find instant coffee that's what? What's so funny?
Continue.
Anyway, I did find the instant coffee, and so I carry coffee, and typically all I'll carry is water when I go down the river. I've got 2 water bladders I carry down the river. One's 3 liter, one's 4 liter, and I will have coffee in the morning and some water with my breakfast. During the day, I'll drink water down the river all day, and then at night, I also carry some little tea bags, and I make some tea. I'll have a little cup of tea and a little hot tea at night before I go to bed. So that's really all I carry to drink is some water, and then I just coffee or tea or whatever. Kevin drinks Monster drinks all day long going down the river. So
I drink Monster or energy drinks, mainly Monster, but and then I'll pack some like orange juices and like Sunny D and things like that. That I'm a juice drinker. I don't really like. I mean, I drink sodas and stuff, but I don't really want a hot soda. So
now one thing I've watched some people do is the little plastic water bottles. You go to the store, you buy a little 20-ounce water bottle. Those are perfect for packing in your kayak, for sticking in little spots where you've filled up all your room, but you got a little spot for a stick of water bottle in. Those take up a whole lot less room, and then you've got just a little piece of trash to throw away and in your kayak versus a big water bladder. Because when I fill up my water bladder, it takes up some space. So usually I strap it, to the top of my kayak. But a little water bottle, stick it in a little hole.
Here lately, I've actually been experimenting with a 2-liter Coke bottle versus a water bladder, because it doesn't puncture.
Doesn't puncture?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd take a lot to puncture it.
Yeah. And when it's empty, you just get rid of it.
Fill it up or throw it away. That's not a bad idea either. Because you could fill it up.
Clean, nothing to take back.
Yeah.
And that said, something like that is assuming you have enough room in your kayak for the water bottle.
And again, that falls back to our other video where you kind of figure out which boat that you want to take. So,
the Coke bottle's kind of bullet shaped or whatever, goes right up in the bow of the boat.
Slide it right in there. I
fits
like
in
that.
Some small holes.
I never thought about that idea.
Pretty cheap.
I like that. Thanks for watching. And if you got a comment or if you got a question, leave us a comment. Tell us what's your favorite meal to take down the river. What do you like when you're out camping, backpacking, kayaking? Because backpacking and kayak camping have a lot in common. So leave us a comment and tell us what your favorite meal is, what you like to take, and hit that thumbs up button. Give us a thumbs up.
I'm a spam kind of guy.
Yeah, you like spam.
I like spam.
Wrapped in a little tortilla. And
Yeah. That's a good point. Best way to carry cheese, easy cheese.
Easy
Doesn't
cheese.
have to be refrigerated. Doesn't get messy.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
waterproof. So,
Yeah.
easy can, easy cheese.
Probably floats. I don't know.
I'm sure it does.
I could test it probably.
Yeah, I'm sure you could. So anyway, like and subscribe, guys. And
Check us out next time. We got another video coming out, more about how to plan and get your trip going. And check us out. Follow us on Facebook and Facebook.com, The Wandering Electrician, Facebook.com, Monkeying Around, because in just a couple more months, summer will be here, and we're going to get ready to.
It's supposed to snow tonight.
Is it supposed to snow tonight? Really? Okay. Anyway, we're going to be planning our Get Your Paddles Wet 2018 trip.
Yeah.
So that's
there's
coming
a lot
up.
of interest in that trip coming up. There's several people been talking about that, and we're working on the details of where we want to go.
So stay tuned, because we'll do a video on releasing that.
We'll get to that. So anyway, like and subscribe. Wandering Electrician.
Get your paddles wet.